Hi, Tyria. Happy Dragon Bash. I'm your host, Ruby, and I'm with Joe Kimmis from the Dev. We're going to play through some Dragon Bash today. Joe, hi, and thank you for giving us your time today.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
So, so we're
I
going
didn't
to
have to
show
remember
off
my
some of
name this time.
our. That's okay. Sometimes I remember mine, sometimes I don't. It's all right. So we're going to play through some Dragon Bash today. If you are on EU Worlds, Joe and I are in Holbrook right now, and you are welcome to come and join us. Otherwise, please enjoy hanging out and watching this. I'm going to show off a couple of new goodies that we have in game right now. I just saw Joe run by, and I lost him, so I'm trying to find him.
I'm gonna head down to
So
the. There's kind of a
yes,
all the rewards
I'm so
vendors are
excited to
down
find
here
out.
in the center of. Yeah, are
Oh,
down
okay,
here in the center of Fulbrack. So if you head
okay.
down here to all the dragon
So
icons.
yeah, let's go peek at that in a second. First, I want to show off the new cape because I was super excited when this went live because it's very much me. This is the Worm's Breath cape, and it's just fire. It's literally just fire, and I was like, well, I have to have it. So that's new in Black Lion Chest today, and also this is like my favorite thing here. The new Sky Scale mount is fantastic. The Dark Monarch Skyscale skin I is also just literally just fire. So I had to grab that. So many people are laughing at me right now because I had to have all the fire things. All right, so Joe, you want to check out the rewards vendors first?
Yeah, we'll take a quick look. So,
Okay.
well, first of all, the festival just came up, so I haven't had a chance to earn it yet. But in the annual meta for the festival, the coolest new reward, in my opinion, well, there's a lot of good rewards, is the holographic dragon shoulder item. So it's a shoulder piece that matches the dragon helmet from last year.
Ooh.
That's one you'll have to earn by playing a lot of festival games. And there's a couple things we can both buy and earn here from the main Dragon Bash vendor. If you missed that dragon helm from last year, it's now available on this vendor for Jawbreakers. And also the long-awaited, this was a very common request last year, Dragon Pinata home instance node, so that you can get some of that Pinata bashing flavor year-round and get some Zytaffy.
Fantastic. Let's see. I have 4 Jawbreakers. I have left over from last year, so
Oh, well, you might want to take a look at this next vendor. So something we added last year is the holographic weapon set. You can see I'm modeling the staff here. And this year we added a new upgraded version of it that you can earn. So talking to this vendor, if you remember how the was it Divine Sovereign weapons from Festival of the Four Winds worked, once you get the base holographic skin, you can upgrade. You can bring it to this vendor, and any base, once you have the base skin unlocked, this vendor lets you buy the variant skin for a couple of Jawbreakers and a couple pieces of candy.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, I have to have that. If you look at what I've got up right now, exactly what my priority was last year, because the staff is literally the only thing I have unlocked right now.
There you go. Yeah,
So
so
we'll just get that. Yay.
oh yeah, you already had enough. Here I
I
was
did. Thank you. Let's see.
thinking I would buy it myself, but I'll give you the chance to show it off.
You should totally also buy it yourself. Let's see. Wardrobe. Imbued.
Well, I do have my neat.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'll see you.
Whoops, I'm sorry. I did not mean to attack you. Somebody has a gorgeous skin. All right.
Yeah,
I
so
love
the
it.
imbued holographic set is a little shinier. It's got a really cool trail after it that you can see as you run around and as you attack. Yeah, they're really neat. I was really pleased with how these came out.
That's awesome. All right, so that is 3 drawer breakers and some money. I didn't even notice how much money. I am apparently very irresponsible.
2 gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's much gold.
Just a little bit.
I think everybody has 2 gold. If not, do your dailies real quick and you're fine. All right, so what else? What have we got next?
Well, let's take a look at some of the activities. So conveniently, right now the betting for the MOA race is about to start. So most of the activities take place here in Holbrack. So if you go here, you'll see the activities popping up.
Yeah.
And you can walk over here to talk these to Asura and place bets on the race.
We should have made Tig someone bigger because he's just buried when betting is happening. All right, chat, who should I bet on? You know what? These are
you can pick who Ruby's going to bet on. I already bet on everyone because I am victory oriented.
Because hedging your bets.
Yes.
Oh, I see that.
Betting on everyone is a good way to complete achievements, but not a good way to actually win anything, because you'll definitely be spending more than you can win. But also, once you bet on the MOAs, you can talk to the MOA trainer here to spectate one of them.
All right, who are you going to spectate?
I think I'm spectating the fighting commander.
Okay, let's see. The MOA trainer. I will spectate Logan's lover, because that's who I happen to bet on. Come on, Logan's lover! I believe in you! I love that somebody has joined the race. Logan's lover's working so hard. Oh, yeah. Who's up there? Mystery is ahead of us.
Still anyone's race.
Come on, I love their run. Their run is animated so well. So I want to talk about one thing while we're watching this race. If you go into the Great Lodge, if you've done Dragon Bash before, you go into the Great Lodge, you know that you'll hear a sing-along version of Dragon Bash, or Bash the Dragon, that was recorded by ArenaNet staff a few years ago. This year there is a second version available to hear, and it makes me extremely happy. If you remember, last year we released the sing-along track with just the music and no vocals for people to download from our SoundCloud and play with. One person did, a member of my named Steven, and he rounded up around 20 members of our community for this massive sing-along. Everybody recorded it together. He turned it into this fantastic version, and our audio team worked with him this year to get that into the game in time for this year's Dragon Bash. So there are 2 versions now that alternate if you go into the Great Lodge. Did I do it? Oh. All right, I got MOA Master, I got my achievement. 100 Zai Taffy. So if you go into the Great Lodge this year, you will hear one or the other version, and one of those versions that are playing was recorded by our community. So thank you all for participating, and thank you to our audio team who was awesome and worked to get that into the game. So I did want to mention that.
They did a fantastic job.
Yeah, and everybody singing did a fantastic job. It was so good.
Yeah,
all right, so I won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bet on Logan's lover.
Track. There you go. See? It's that easy.
Yeah. All right, so now what do we want to do?
We actually spent a lot of time last year balancing the MOAs so that they would, so that it didn't clearly favor one or the other. They all run side by side. So they all have slightly different courses, right? Because they're following different tracks. And I think on the first pass, it might have been Fighting Commander, just like had maybe like a 10% advantage or something, because it was taking the
really?
turns on the inside. So if you watch them
So
really
how did you
closely,
do
you can
that?
probably...
Mhm.
Well, if you watch them really closely, you can probably pick out that any of the ones that takes a few turns, like really close on the inside, will also take a couple turns just unnecessarily far on the outside, so that their
Ooh,
total
okay.
distance traveled is basically identical.
I pray to the spirits.
All right, so
They rarely answer.
obviously one of the main activities of Dragon Bash is destroying these dragon pinatas in town. It's a good source of Zytaffy. You'll also
Yeah,
want to
I've
be
been
setting
running
off
around
any of the
inspecting.
fireworks that you pass by. Both of those, I believe, are annual meta achievements. So I'm working my way up towards the main hall and the platforms here, taking care of the fireworks and pinatas as I go. The two other activities here in Holbrack are the Mount Race and the Pinata Adventure. So it looks like the Mount Race, well, it could start at any moment, but it is not currently starting right now. So let's come up to the top level here and visit the adventure. This is the Pinata Bashing special adventure.
You know what? I'm gonna do a thing.
So this is one that we added last year. You'll receive a special set of skills for destroying the pinatas with. You've got the basic pinata hammer attack, a targeted launch skill, pop you up towards something and you can crash into pinatas and destroy them that way, and the very distant long jump skill right into the pillar that you can use to quickly get around Holbrack, because if you look at all these yellow flags here, there are a great many pinatas that you can destroy. I believe we've seen players who have gotten them all, but
Seriously?
you don't need quite all. You don't need quite all of them for the gold medal, but you need a lot of them. But that mount race just started up, so I'm going to revisit the adventure and jump into the race while we can. You can play the race at any time with the adventure, but it's a lot more fun to race against people. So I gotta take
I'm
the
signed up.
opportunity and see if I can show my stuff here.
Yeah. So I am on my, I want to say Sky Scale. I'm on my Raptor because I am the most garbage roller beetle driver on the planet. Let's see.
The race achievements, there's a couple achievements for completing the race a few times or at high speed. This race is built around using the roller beetle for it, but you can play it on any mount, and you should be able to get the gold time achievement on Raptor. It's fairly generous, as long as you're using all your skills and jumping fast. Because we wanted to make it so that like not everyone is able to wrangle the beetle.
Yeah.
So
Joe will
as
go
long
for
as you're willing to
speed.
put
I
some
will
effort
take the
in,
scenic route.
take the corners close, like take advantage of the Raptors. Slightly, massively better cornering than the beetle.
I do not do well.
I haven't practiced recently, but I did build the tracks.
Look at all
Let's see
the
how
roller
well.
beetles bouncing up and down. Yeah, I feel like the dude who built the tracks has a little bit of an advantage. Okay, you know what? I'll jump too.
Last year, like the very first time this track ran, someone might have beaten me. So.
Oh.
And away we go.
Can I say how much I love the race music? It's so good.
All right, this is the first difficult hairpin corner here. Oof, I lost some speed there. Although I'm always a proponent of, slowing on the course is going to be better than crashing into the wall.
Hey, is Gordon here this year?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to see if there's a crowd, but there are a group of NPC racers, including Gordon, the Racing Choya, and the mysterious masked racer, F. No one knows who he is.
Ooh, who could that be? Literally nobody.
He's actually roller beetle here and is very fast in this race. Well, he's comparatively fast. Something you can take advantage of is that he is actually calibrated to more or less, this corner, get the gold time on the race. So you can sort of, if you watch his position, you can kind of get a sense of where you're at if you're going for a high score. Oh, I don't think I'm in any danger of winner, but I'll try to keep putting on a good time. It's really fun building these because we have to try to take advantage of the existing town, and I spent a lot of time riding around on different mounts looking for it'd be really cool if we could go through this one area, but then there's no way out of it, or like this corner is nearly impossible. I think we got things pretty ironed out on this track. This corner is always tough because you have that corner into an uphill, and then I haven't quite mastered getting through this cave, although this... Oh! I'm gonna hit that wall every time. It's fine. You just boost out of it, you pick up these power-ups, refill your boost, hit that boost too early, it worked out. The final lap. And of course, you can be making use of your mount masteries as well. Here, in particular, refilling your endurance with skill 7. So if I were really on the ball, I'd be hitting that during some of the straightaways or to recover from any mistakes I make. We actually, I was talking about plotting the course earlier. A concession we actually made, speaking of this, was that tunnel I just went through, that uphill in the ice cave. There used to be a couple ice columns in the middle of that. And I went to one of the map artists and said, hey, can we just take those out? Because it kind of created this just like 50-50 chance of crashing into one of those and stopping.
Do you want to talk about the power-ups a little bit?
Yeah, so it's... I think I just crossed the last one, but you can see there's these blue orbs in various places on the track that will instantly refill your stamina gauge. In general, they're all placed in locations where it's either a good idea to boost or a good place to recover your boost. Or in, I think one of them on this track is kind of deliberately on the outside of a turn.
I'm coming up on one, so...
So there's a bit of a risk-reward for whether you try to get that, or whether you just want to really hit the turn on the inside.
It makes me feel good to see that there are like people back here with me.
What lap are you on?
Oops. I'm just finishing the second lap, and there's like so many people here. I'm like, thank you all for making me feel better.
I was warming
They're
up
probably
this
on their
morning.
third lap.
As soon as the build went out, I was like, okay, let's go make sure this all works, you know? And I think I was like halfway through the final lap and started seeing the someone completed the race messages. I'd been thinking like, okay, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
And there were people
you were
racing
still doing
around
fine.
Me, you know, so.
Yeah.
I'll follow you on the final lap. Oh, but so we were talking about Gordon earlier. Among the NPC racers, they all have kind of different characteristics. For example, the Mysterious Racer is taking the real course, going very, very fast on his roller beetle, and setting a good time. And then you have, I believe there's one racer, Norn, who is running the race without the advantage of a mount, just sprinting it. And then there's Gordon, the racing Choya, who, as you may know from other festivals, is a infamous Choya racer, who is generally his route on the courses is very fast, but a little bit. I mean, he's literally rolling sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So his sense of direction is not great. He tends to
Yeah.
take the turns very wide, would be a generous way to put it. During this race, he actually ends up down in the Dragon Arena area, and if you stick behind and watch him at the start of the race, he gets carried away by a holographic wyvern after reaching
Which
the
I
Dragon
love.
Arena. That's one of those things that, like, we spent a bit of time getting that right, but it was absolutely worth it.
Yeah, you guys worked hard on that last year.
Yeah, so last year this festival came back for the first time in several years.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it had only run once before.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of circumstances had changed since it first ran. I think it ran in Old Lion's Arch originally. So, that map got kind of blown up and rebuilt. So we had to, we really wanted to bring it back, especially, last year coming off of the player's heroic defeat of another dragon. No spoilers. Some dragon. And we've been saying for a while, oh, it'd be so great if we had Dragon Bash back, because players would ask about it, and we had these festival games and prizes and stuff that were just kind of floating around. So we made the push to bring it back and moved it to Holbrack, since we were going to have to either rebuild it entirely in Lion's Arch or put it in a new town. We thought we would give one of the towns that did a big festival some attention. And it feels like a very Norn festival. It's about a celebration of us fighting something bigger than us and bringing back its trophies and breaking it apart to get the delicious candy from it.
That's the Norn part, is getting the delicious candy. Is there delicious?
Well, it's feats of strength and feasting and celebration. So.
All right, I'm just hanging out with my people. All right, so
now that we've gotten the chance to show off our racing stuff, let me see if I can actually give you a better show here at the Pinata bashing. So, we can use this jump skill to get to Pinatas. An important note here, and something you'll want to take your time and look at the skills, is that each skill can refresh some of the other skills. Skill 1 refreshes all of your skills. Skill 2 can refresh skill 3 if it hits. And skill 3 can refresh skill 2. So the key to getting up to the gold rank of Pinatas is using all these skills in succession to quickly navigate around Holbrack while still breaking Pinatas. There's some absolutely incredible player runs I've seen, full advantage of the properties of all these skills. So I'll hop around for a bit, and oh, okay. I don't think I can die from falling damage in this. Get a feel for it again here, and then I'll see if I can nail my route from last year.
Okay.
In general, there's also clusters of Pinatas at each of the large halls. Oh man, was that already out of time? All right. Well, that was just the test run. I was feeling things out.
You were just practicing.
So what I like to do is right off the start, go over to this side, break the cluster of 3 Pinatas over there, then go across, break Pinatas there. Head down here towards the town waypoint, and from there, jump to the I think, jump to this bridge across here, and then down towards the center, and then make my way around the center as quickly as I can. Like I said, there's a lot of pinatas at each of these Great Spirit Lodges, both out front and inside. So part of the key to victory is quickly navigating between those and not spending too much time inside of the lodge where you won't be able to use your more long distance jumps.
That's fair.
All right.
All right. So
let's see.
Do we want to try the Dragon Arena?
Yeah, let me see if I can put this all together here.
Definitely.
This is already slow because I watched this one, but something else you can do that is important, can be important, is you can use skill 2 out of the skill 3 jump to make a targeted landing. Or in the air like I just did. So hopping through the side of that lodge is one tactic you can take. So break the 2 pinatas inside there and then head outside. Let's see. At this point I'm kind of forgetting my trademark route. But that's really embarrassing if I outright miss one of these, but you know, practice makes perfect. Can't look at these trees. All right, I got up to 16 out of 19 that you would need for gold. So if I had just been a little faster through there, I probably could have reached the pinatas inside of that lodge and been pretty close. But we'll call that good for today. And let's see. So the other 2 big activities for this are the larger activities, the Dragon Arena, which is a kind of boss battle you can do in Holbrack, and the Hologram Stampede, which takes the maps around Holbrack. So the Hologram Stampede takes place in the 4 maps adjacent to Holbrack, and occurs basically in a clockwise circle around Holbrack. To see what map it's going to happen in next and how long it is before the next map starts, you can check the event UI up here in the upper right. That was actually an improvement we made this year. Last year it would show you which map it was going to start in, but you didn't really have a sense of how long it would be. And this year we got this timer counting down to help you out. So, since we've got a couple minutes before the Stampede starts, let's check out the Dragon Arena. So for that, head out over to here. You can see there's some, in the open world, there's some NPCs showing you what you'll be in for. But to enter, you can run over here and talk to Hallstein. Versions of this, there's kind of an open version where you can be joined by anyone else who's around, and a dungeon-like version where you'll have to form your group ahead of time that is slightly more challenging and continuously repeating.
Time to do some real.
All right. Well, I hopped into the open one, and we are 8 seconds out.
Yeah.
So let's see how long I last.
Yeah, and if we don't end
I
up in
can
the same
hear Fast
instance,
Dragon.
we'll just need to do the standard join on a player.
Then Mark can.
All right, so I'm
switch
joining
back
you.
and forth
Stay where you are.
between us. Okay.
I feel good.
All right. So the way this works is there are alternating rounds of destroying a whole lot of holographic dragon minions here, and that will, for each of these slain, we'll earn an inspiration buff that makes us a little stronger. So we can't lose this, but it's better to destroy more of them so that we'll have more buffs for the next boss. And in 15 seconds here, the bonus round will end, and we'll move on to a holographic Dragon Champion boss fight.
So plus the wanton destruction is just fun. Yay, we won. This one. Give me more things to set on fire. Let's go.
Alright, here we go. So today's enemy is the Champion Holographic Ice Beast.
Time to do some real damage.
We made a few improvements to this arena this year, mostly some kind of behind-the-scenes stuff to make sure that players were at less risk of being attacked when they spawned or being tossed outside of the arena by bosses like this that have powerful knockbacks. See if we can pull him back out of the starting area here, though.
He's probably fine.
All right.
Okay.
The main danger from this boss is, of course, that cool charge attack you saw. And he's got kind of a, like, ice beam that he'll shoot out occasionally. But if I remember, this is always the first one, so it's not too much of a challenge, and we've got a nice big group here. Alright, well done. Every boss you'll beat, you get a dragon coffer that you can open up for various festival rewards and a chance of Zytaffy and those draw breakers that we traded earlier.
See what's inside.
I'm going to save all of mine for a grand finale.
I'm bad at waiting. I'm that person that like is ripping open chests in the middle of battle.
I feel good. Doing that one every day. Feel the
Get off me.
pain away.
Yeah, if you want to be really efficient here, you can try to group them all up at the center and have a couple players pulling them in.
Hey, I got Minion Master. All right. I must have been saving that one from last year.
Yeah, there are some achievements that carry over between year to year. So in the festival's achievements, there's these Dragon Bash achievements that are permanent, and then the Dragon Bash feats category has both repeatable achievements for permanent and annual achievements that you'll be able to do every year. It will reset between years. Oh, but I should stop looking at that and start looking at the holographic Mega Destroyer.
It's okay. I love the boss music.
Oh yeah, the audio team went in and set up a whole lot of stuff here for like all boss music, and then Paulstein will call out each boss as they're appearing. It's a lot of fun.
Ow! Oh, that was so bad. So, Joe, when we're done here, because I want to let you concentrate, do you want to talk about the Zytaffy Gobbler? It's new this year.
So I don't know everything about it. That was made by the commerce team, but basically it's another gobbler type item that you can use with any extra Zytaf that you happen to be carrying to get some longer duration buffs. I believe it gives you a bonus to, well, don't let me quote it wrong here. Is it experience gained and reward track progression? Huh. Conveniently, totally didn't plan this. Beating that boss completed one of my daily achievements for the festival, which also completed so if you complete most of the daily achievements during a given day, check here in the Daily Dragon Bash category, if you complete 3 of the 5 available daily achievements, you'll get the Dragon Basher achievement for a little bit of extra loot that day. But also, by completing Dragon Basher for a couple days, you'll complete the Party Commander achievement. So if you do the dailies for 5 days, you'll complete this. And not only get some extra achievement points, but also one of the Dragon Bash victory coffers, which is how you get the aforementioned holographic weapons. So you can get one of these and then trade it for the imbued holographic set that is new this year. Or, of course, if you feel like the holographic weapons that you want, you can trade it for some extra draw breakers. Save that for later while we're fighting holographic branded Hydra.
That's a question I was about to ask. There was a question in chat about, can you get those weapons from last year if you didn't before?
Yeah. So both holographic sets are permanent editions. Any of the holographic weapons you earned last year, you can unlock the imbued holographic weapon for. If you didn't play last year, then it's just a matter of getting in this year and completing those daily achievements to earn the holographic set. And as you just saw, I completed the first daily this year and finished an achievement that I guess was 4 out of 5 from last year. So any progression you had previously is going to carry over on that.
Nice. I don't know. Somebody was asking. Moves the boost of the old one. I don't know that answer, but I can check. I will ask.
Just
after
like
the live stream. I'm not going to do it now.
Just like the less holographic Hydras, you can cut off their heads, and in this case, be fighting holographic dragon heads. During the development of this, that was the biggest hassle because initially we put in the holographic Hydra. We're like, oh yeah, this is going to be great, and we start fighting it, and we cut off a head, and a non-holographic Hydra head spawned.
What? Really?
Like, okay, I don't think that's how the science works. And you'd be surprised at how determined that Hydra was to spawn real Hydra parts.
If you're going to take his life away, you're going to at least give him 3 real non-holographic heads.
Right, and we had to go talk to the artists because we had told them we were just going to need a holographic Hydra, and then it turned out we also needed some decapitated holographic Hydra heads. But they were pretty understanding about it, so these things happen. Alright, so I think that's 3 bosses down. We're coming into the home stretch. There's 1 boss here for each major Elder Dragon. All right, everyone's favorite, the Vine Tooth.
This one.
We knew it had to be the Vine Tooth when we were looking at candidates for dragon bosses. The scourge of the Maguma jungle. We're doing fine. Look at that.
Hate it when it's not holographic. Kind of hate it when it's holographic.
Well, this is only a Vine Tooth. It's not the Vine Tooth Prime, which I think is their ultimate form.
Even worse. Their final form.
I think their trademark move is pouncing on you and pretty much eating you alive. So try not to have that happen to you.
Eh,
Oh,
probably fine.
I spoke too soon.
Did that
Adjusted the
just happen
same.
to you?
I was just hit by the pounce. It didn't pin me. Doing fine.
That's fair.
All right, we got this guy.
Yeah. Yes. Nice.
No problem. All right, and after one more wave of building up on the holograms, we'll be on to the finale. If you've been keeping
All right.
track, you can guess which dragon it will be.
All right. We have 50 seconds. And I do want to mention one thing. Aim for the sky, launch fireworks, and that reminded me, there are free fireworks in the gem store if you want to go snag your free gift. You log in, have your Dragon Bash fireworks.
Oh yeah, during the 30 seconds before the bonus round ends, something else I wanted to mention for the festival rewards is when you log in for the festival, you'll receive a mail letting you know that the festival is active. But also,
Oh, yeah.
that mail includes the new Invitation to Dragon Bash, which is a handy reusable item that will take you straight to Holbrack.
Yeah.
So you can just keep that in your inventory during the festival, and whenever you want to go to Holbrack, just double-click it. And if you're in Holbrack and don't remember how to get back to the rest of the game, if you've lost, then using it in Holbrack will take you back to your starter zone.
Wait, seriously? I actually didn't know that.
And that's not all. Wait, I have Zidhanus here. But also, if you happen to misplace your festival invitation, you can talk to one of the Skrit in the Pirate Cave in Lion's Arch. We'll sell you a replacement for some of that festival's currency.
Nice. The Skrit
But wait,
are
there's more.
very handy.
There's also a collection achievement for getting one of each of these festivals. One of these festival invitations. And once you've gotten them all, you get a universal invitation that will take you to whatever festival is currently active.
I'm missing one. I gotta figure out which.
Well, you're definitely missing the Four Winds invitation because it doesn't exist yet. We started adding these invitations with Halloween. We're very close to completing that achievement for the first time. Anyway, we're fighting the holographic Eye of Zaitan here, who is an infamous boss from finale of Personal Story. Spoilers.
What? Oh my god, I should get down some more.
Something neat you can do to this guy is it'll occasionally spawn a like holographic Mesmer clone of itself, I suppose. And you break its bar really quickly. When you have the opportunity, you can stop it from doing that, and I believe confuse it enough that it'll spawn a clone that is hostile to itself. So that can help you out.
Oh.
It's going down easily enough.
A bunch
anyway,
of us got caught. Yeah.
Nice!
Nice!
All right. And once you've beaten the Eye of Zaitan, well, we'll clean up this last lesser eye here.
Okay.
This round of battles
I am
has
not
concluded,
switching.
so we'll collect our final set of rewards and head out of here. So a hologram stampede event would have just started in one of the zones. So our timing isn't perfect there, but let's just jump to the previous zone, because it probably started a minute or two ago, and see if there's people there.
Okay.
So like I said, the hologram stampede travels clockwise. So it's currently happening in Wayfarer Foothills, which means that, or it's happening next in Wayfarer Foothills. So I think it should be active currently in Snowden Drifts. Let's find out.
Okay. Let's see.
Obviously, it's a little easier
I
on
should
you
try
if
to.
you head to the zone when that timer is low and just um, get ready for the moment it starts. But you can also try to jump in. Yeah, so in this zone, we're on wave 2. So the way the hologram stampede works is there are hologram generators that show up around the map, and you got to run around, activate them, and then destroy the holographic dragon minions that come out. There are 3 waves of it that get progressively harder, and with progressively more and more distant hologram generators. You'll have to navigate around the map to find them all. And when it ends, you'll get a reward payout based on how many waves you completed. But even for clearing wave 1, you'll still get some dragon coffers, so don't feel bad if you don't manage to get them all.
Binotron says thank you for having them in group, so you are very welcome.
But it's not too difficult.
We lost one.
We did do a little tuning on this year to make sure that if you have a lot of players engaging one of these sets of holograms, that they'll scale up a little more gracefully than they did last year. Sometimes you could have the experience of making it there just as a pack of like 20 or so people finished killing them all.
Yeah. Let's see.
So they'll be a little sturdier this time. But it looks like that's not going to stop us from completing wave 3 here. Now that you've gotten your practice fighting the holographic minions in the Dragon Arena, you can put it to use out here. They're a little sturdier.
Yeah. That probably helps since we were melting them so much last year.
Alright, let's see. A couple left. It looks like people are engaging them, so we're probably in good shape, but I'll take any opportunity to try to race across the map on my roller beetle.
Show off.
Alright, we won.
Hey!
We were able to complete it at tier 3. Get a whole bunch of rewards there. Something else we changed from last year is there used to be a kind of invisible daily limit on the rewards from this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that wasn't a lot of fun because you'd occasionally, like after playing it for a couple hours, you'd get in the situation of not getting rewards and not knowing why. So we removed that and put a, there's still so you'll get rewards every time now, but some of the rewards are in these daily bonus reward achievements. You'll get bonus coffers for your first 10 completions of the hologram stampede every day. But even after that, you'll continue getting some coffers every time based on how well you did.
All right, so we are getting close onto 1 o'clock. Is there anything else that you want to talk about with Dragon Bash before we wrap up?
Let's see, I think we've hit on all the major points.
I'm hitting Pinatas. I'm back in Holbrook.
All right. Yeah, let me jump back to Holbrook and see if I can gold medal that adventure. But
all right.
Yeah, I think that's just about everything. I don't know if you wanted to revisit anything or.
I'm revisiting Pinata smashing right now. Not an she's running around hitting things because, as I do. Oh, so.
On round.
All right. So, how long do we have Dragon Bash for?
So Dragon Bash will last for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a calendar in front of me to give you the exact date.
That's okay. 3 weeks from
today. We've been
today.
standardizing all of our festivals to last for 3 weeks, so that you can.
All right. Looks like July 14th. Thank you, Mark, for counting for us. Mark can look at the calendar. We're in game. All right. So thank you guys very much for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to those of you who joined us in game. Joe, thank you very much for your time. And we will see. Yeah, we will. see you guys in game and have fun. Bye, guys.
Yeah, hope to see you online.